Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to the darkest dungeon. So we just finished that last mission, the first quest mission at the courtyard, and all regions will experience a growing infestation. I don't know what that means, but we'll figure it out. We've got a lot of people stressed out. We need to do some stress recovery. So Dismas, he can not gamble, but he can do other stuff, and the vessel can, well, do any sort of stress recovery. So what I think I'm gonna do is put Dismas in the flagellation chamber. His stress is 69, so yeah, let's get him in the, I think this is high stress reduction just because of the cost difference between the three, but whatever. You'll flagellate, the vessel will pray. Thematically, I think that seems a little bit appropriate. Let's make sure everyone's trinkets are unequipped. Do it. Dismas has to survive, by the way. Since he's one of the original cast members, him and Reynold, I want to get that achievement that's like, make sure that these two people live. And Wafat, the plague doctor who is infected with the Crimson Curse, you will... Sure, you have a blood-borne disease, which is incurable and makes you mad. Go have some sex. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay, we need to decide on which mission we're going out on next, but first let's take a look at the stagecoach and upgrade the roster. I don't have enough pages. Well, I can fix that. These require pages and crests. These require portraits. What requires busts? Sanitarium requires busts. Abbey requires busts. Tavern requires portrait. Stagecoach requires papers, and I can't do Nomad Wagon or Survivalist yet. So I'm going to exchange busts for a couple of pages here. Yeah, 3 busts for 2 pages. This will let me upgrade my hero roster, allowing me to just grab a couple of new heroes. So I'm going to grab the Jester, and I'm going to grab the Vessel, and I'm going to grab the Arbalist. All 3 classes that I actually kind of enjoy. And we'll get ready to embark on the next quest. We're not going to do this one. This is a veteran level quest, which means that we need ideally level 3 or 4 heroes. We only have level 0 and 2 heroes. No one at level 1, unfortunately. We can go to the Weld, antiquarian only marbles. We can go to the Cove and get a damage stone. Complete 100% of room battles, complete 100% of room battles. Well, I guess we have a choice between the Weld or the Cove. Cove? Bleed is good on the Cove, so the Jester would work well there. Arbalist doesn't cure bleed. We have a sniper shot. You know what? We have an Abomination. Abomination does blight and stun with manacles, stress resistance and heal. Warren's Phobe, this is the Weld and the Cove. Quick reflexes +2 speed. We could roll with an Abomination, a Cultist for the healing, and then maybe the Man-at-Arms? Scouting chance in Cove? Yeah, sure. Boom, done. Sure. Sure. The Jester can do Harvest. Actually, the Jester can do most of their attacks from the 3rd position. The Occultist can do most of their attacks from the 4th position. Now the Abomination. The Abomination likes being in the 2nd position. The Abomination is an interesting class. They basically transform between a person and a beast. And the first 4 moves are all a person moves. So Manacles, Beast's Bile, Absolution. And then Rake, Rage, and Slam are beast moves. And these all work in the first 2 positions. but these all work in the middle two positions. So I think ideally we want to have the Abomination in the second position. We have little faith. And the Man-at-Arms can be up front, and he's very good up front. In fact, all of his abilities are 1 and 2, except for a couple which also do 3 and 4. So yeah, this works fine. Cool, and I think Bleed works well in the Cove. Okay. So now the only thing that I'm going to do is make sure I get everyone's abilities unlocked that I like. So for example, Inspiring Tune on the Jester. Gotta have it. It's so good. The Occultist. Abyssal Artillery is good. And for the Abomination, they already have all their abilities unlocked. And I can't upgrade anyone's weapons because they're not leveled up. Okay. Defender. Buff self-protection, guard ally, bellow, minus dodge and speed on the enemies, rampart, the shield. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock the shield ability on the Man-at-Arms. I think that is a good skill to have. And bark. Bark. So Crush is just a normal attack. Rampart uses his shield to stun enemies. Retribution gives riposte and a self-mark. Command buffs one ally. I don't really care about buffing one ally, but we'll do accuracy and crit? I don't know. Dodge and speed? I think the fourth ability I should replace with Defender, since it is a core Man-at-Arms ability. In fact, let's do that right now. Not even waste any time. Make sure we get Defender on this guy. You Defender, and we will get Defender and Retribution. Cultist, I want Sacrificial Stab, Abyssal Artillery, Weird Reconstruction, and one of the 2 hexes. Weakening Curse, minus 30% damage, or Vulnerability Hex, which marks. Minus 30% damage is pretty good, but the mark is good as well. No one that we have actually works with marking, so let's actually do the Weakening Curse. If we had people that synergize with marking, I would choose it, but for now, I suppose minus 30% damage is better. We have Stress Heal on the Jester, which is going to have Dirk Stab, Harvest, Slice Off, and Inspiring Tune. Yes. Abomination is set. Trinkets. I guess we can have plus melee damage on the Man-at-Arms, bleed resist on Jester, scouting and trap disarm chest, chance. We can put that on the Jester as well. Your speed is so bad. I could give you plus HP, but I don't see the reason for that. Highwayman only. Highwayman. Plus 8 dodge. Yeah, okay. I like the idea of dodge. He can guard people, dodge, have protection. And he doesn't need to heal all that much because he's got a lot of HP. Disease resist. I don't think we're going to need that. Blight skill chance. No one can blight here. Suppose we can give you plus 2 HP. Ugh. You know what? This is fine. You know what? Give you the bleed resistance. And we'll give each of you plus 10% max HP. No, it's not worth it. This is what I wanted. Sure. I like that this guy has 9 speed, because he starts being able to do his manacle attack, which is a stun. It's a pretty decent stun too. We've got multiple stunners. He can stun the Abomination. The Man-at-Arms can stun. I mean, we're gonna get a damage stun. Damage stun. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna take stack of food, a stack plus 5 torches, 2 shovels, a key, medicinal herbs. Extra medicinal herbs, in fact. And... yeah. One more torch. And a shovel. And a key. Okay. Spent a lot of time thinking about the run. Now let's just get in here and do it. Increase resistance to bleeding attacks. Well, I got it wrong. Of course. Well, luckily we only took one guy who really is doing bleeding, and that's the Jester. Everyone else is doing blighting and stun. So I guess these guys are resistant to bleeding, not to blight. So he's going to be able to do good work with his Beast Bile. And the Jester's not terrible. He's got the Inspiring Tune to deal with stress. We've got healing. He can also occasionally bleed. So we're fine.
Another misfortune.
Look, it's been a while since I played. I forgot. I just mistook it. Whatever. Beast Bile. Yeah, Blight is 10% chance. That's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So we could go for a stun, or we could go for the Beast Bile. I think we go for like a stun. Decent damage. Stuns him for 1 turn. Dodged, nice. 2 to 4 damage times 2 is better than 3 to 5 times 1. And honestly, the bleed chance is not that bad. Crit one of them. No bleeding, but that's fine. The crit was awesome. Rampart will stun 1 enemy. Let's do it. Hopefully it stuns. Has a high chance at stunning, but he resisted it. Abyssal Artillery could get a kill if it lands. Weakening Curse reduces damage and does 2 to 3 points of damage. I think we just go for a kill with Weakening Curse. Or not Weakening Curse, excuse me, Abyssal Artillery. That guy was stunned, so he never got a chance to move. 5 damage at the Man-at-Arms is not bad. Okay. Stun and 5 damage. I really like the Abomination. Just for every attack he does is a stun. We will Weakening Curse the guy up front. Reduce his damage output. I mean, it probably only reduced it by like 1 point of damage, but whatever. And now we have time, because this guy's stunned. The Man-at-Arms still has to go. We can kind of just like reduce stress on people and get healing done while there's 2 enemies alive. You know, 10 stress, that's not bad. Man-at-Arms can knock this guy around, stuns him, moves him. We have pretty high speed, so we ideally go first, and we do. Kill the enemy that will have a chance at moving. This guy's gonna get stunned for 1 turn so we can get more healing done and more stress relief. So, you have the highest stress. And with the Abomination and the Jester, we can really do a lot of... delaying attacks, you know? Delaying tactics. We can delay with the stun on the Man-at-Arms and the Abomination. Stress heal, we have a healer. 4 points down, 5 points down. Healed for 0 and resisted the bleed. The thing about the Occultist, he's a healer, but his healing has a chance at causing bleeding, and if he causes bleeding, then you have to deal with the bleeding that's being done. He's stunned again! Jester can finish the job. Let's go for another heal. Healed for 2. Resisted the bleed. The healing is also very wild. It can do anywhere from, right now, 0 to 13 healing, but it can bleed for up to 3. It's really dangerous, because what can happen... Can you hit the 3rd slot? You can. 2 HP, you're fine. What can happen is you can actually get into a situation where the healing ends up killing the target because they bleed, it's their turn, they're on death's door, and then they die. So you gotta be very careful.
Their formation is broken.
Okay, so we kind of cheesed that a little bit. We got a little bit of extra healing and stress reduction. Not very much healing, but mostly stress reduction. Brackish Pool. Let's Anti-Venom. Cleanses the hero for healing. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We now know. Brackish Pool can be used for health. I did not need to bring this many torches, but maybe I did need to. Maybe I did. So this is just, like, a key? Item had no effect. Well, I think we can use the shovel, right? We got a shovel back, so it's actually not that bad. Protection stone. We could put that on someone. Could put that on the man-at-arms, but for now we're okay. No! Food is within it! Like, dirty food. Only digested fish inside, luckily. Why did you freaking open the fish carcass, you dumbass? This is why you have leprosy. Okay, there's a chest. It's a locked chest. Stress wave. This is where the stress comes into play. This is why having the ability to reduce stress is good now. We're gonna get a lot of stress. A lot of damage too, Jesus. Well, let's just hit and try to stack up some DOTs. The bleeding did work. The bile should work. Abyssal artillery should weaken. This guy is dead in 2 turns, so hopefully we can kill him soon. My God, these guys do so much damage. I really want to do some protection now. Guard your friend.
The blood quickens.
The blood quickens? No one's got the Crimson Curse. Plus damage, plus accuracy. This doesn't do contact damage, but they have basically no resistance. He's gonna die. He's not gonna die, so we should probably target this dude. Still not gonna die, but he's stunned, so he is gonna die next turn. Oh, that's actually gonna do a heal, isn't it? Wow! Healed for full! Alright, well...
Give them no
spam shots at the back. Dodged, thank you. Dodge cloak. Plus 8 dodge. Just stack up the damage. I'm not even gonna do the attempt at guarded by Gildersleeve. That's an awesome name, dude. You know what? Just knock him around, stun him. This guy's dead. This guy's dead. Stun him. Now we'll worry about healing and stress reduction. We've got a turn or 2 to do that. So heal, stress reduce yourself.
The slow death, unforeseen.
Get healing done on Man-at-Arms. 6 healing is fine, even if it bleeds. Almost up to full health. Heal your own stress, please, Mr. Jester.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose. Stunned him and pushed him back. Lovely. Heal your own stress and heal some more. No stress on the Abomination. Little stress on the Jester. And now we finish the job.
Time to perform beyond one's limits.
Those are new barks from the narrator. I don't remember those.
This expedition at least promises success.
Promises success. Can I use the anti-venom on the chest? No, I thought I could. We'll come back to it then. I don't want to use the key in case we get a secret room, so I'm just going to come back here at the end of the quest. This is going fine so far. And the Jester, I think, is the best at traps. 80%. Yeah, this quest is fine. Not a lot of good curio interactions, but hopefully we'll get better ones as we go. It's like a ship's mast. This is good, isn't it? This is a good curio, if I remember correctly. Abyssal artillery, dodge them both. Well, I think we get the guard up. And we should probably get some dot up. That one guy resisted them both, unfortunately. This is gonna suck. A lot of our stuff is missing, so we're not doing that much damage right now. But hopefully, the extra dodge on the man-at-arms plus his guard should help reduce the overall damage that we take from this attack that's coming up. Spearfishing, I think later in the game it counts as a move, but for now it's just a hit at range. They're still trying to go for the abomination, but they can't hit him. Okay, that guy is dead. Jesus. Healing's gotta come out now. 9 healing, yes. Okay, I suppose we will throw out an attack. Stun. He's not dead, we do have to hit him with one more thing. Could be the Jester. Or could be this guy here, yeah. Retribution. That'll kill. I want the mark plus riposte up. He's still guarding for one more turn, but you know, we gotta just do more damage here. You can do your attack from the second position, so I could Dirk stab forward. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now let's heal the Jester. A little bit of bleed, but hopefully it doesn't end up mattering that much. So there's 2 dead. We can get 1 stun out. Let's do it. Resisted the stun. 3 to 5. 4 to 7. 80%, 90%. I guess we'll go for the higher chance hitting. Less chance of doing as much damage, I think, because of the whole bleed situation, but... yeah, I think at this point we just kind of focus alternating stuns. Oh my god. Dude, don't kill my Jester. Let me heal him, please. He's dead.
The enemy crumbles.
Healed for 11, thank you. Resisted the bleed, thank you. Okay, now I would like to get 1 more heal. So I'm gonna move you back into your original position. Get 1 stun out. Please stun, thank you. So now we have 1 more turn of healing and stress reduction. Healed for 1. I'm not a big fan of the Occultist, but the problem is the Abomination, you can't put the Abomination in a party with Crusaders, Vessels, or Lepers. They refuse to be in a party with an Abomination, so you kind of are forced to use either an Occultist or like an Arbalist healer, and it's very unfortunate that that's kind of how the game does it, but I don't know any other way around it, unfortunately. Sure, get some healing done on the Abomination. Oh man, sneezes.
But a victory nonetheless.
But a victory nonetheless. Yes, talk to the statue. Inspires the hero with plus 20% damage and plus 4 speed, which is actually pretty good. Okay, we're gonna need 1 more shovel. But we have 2 shovels. Let's pop open this chest. Hopefully there's not another shovel that we're gonna need in the future. What is this? This is a trap. Didn't look like a trap, but it was. This looks like it's gonna be a pretty easy quest. I kinda wish that we could have gotten a longer quest, but there was just no option for that. It was just 2 short missions. Is brigands here? Really? Well, I would love to stun the big guy, but I would also like to just bile these 2, including the big guy. You resisted them both, you son of a gun. And you missed, you idiot. You fool. Get the riposte up. Marks, but also does damage back to the enemy, even on a dodge. crit kill. Excellent. A little bit more stress reduction. Stress is not going to be a problem here. No one's going to be stressed at the end of this fight. Punishment. Well, there might be a little bit of stress because of that attack, but that's what the Jester's for. Yeah, keep the Beast File going. That was a crit that did no damage, but now they are taking a lot of damage for a lot of turns. And this guy's actually, he's not dead, so we should kill him. Now for the big guy, we'll just slice him up. Get some more bleeding done. He's taking 9 points of damage. 7 heal on the Man-at-Arms. Excellent. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, buddy? Point blank shot. I did more damage back to you, buddy. And he's dead. He's gonna take 9 damage. So let's focus entirely on healing. I mean, this doesn't do anything, but you might as well do it. 7 healing on the Man-at-Arms. Go ahead and defend your friend. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get the Jester one more attack, but that's fine. Plague Doctor, +5, +8 accuracy. It's pretty good. Of course we're not done. There's still more combat to be had. I think we ignore this. If I remember correctly, you just want to pass that by, never deal with it, ever. Alright, get the guard up. Reduce the damage you take. I should stack protection and dodge on the Man-at-Arms whenever I can. Alright, get some Beast's Bile up. Like, I understand why it has Blight resistance on the attack, but the attack is more, you know, it's gonna land. You're gonna use it in a situation where you want it to land. Like, I don't know, I kind of just wish that this debuff was replaced by something else a little bit more useful, but I can understand it.
Masterfully executed.
So this guy is dead on his next turn. We'll bleed out. Nice dodge. How much dodge are we getting from the light level? +4. That's not bad. It's not bad. So if this guy is dead, let's just hit this guy and try to stack up some bleed and damage. Some extra bleed and damage. Bleed and damage! No. Now that your middle friend is dead, I'm just gonna stun you. Stress is still active, so let's do a retribution. Get that riposte up. I guess that minus 40% damage when riposte, that's the riposte attack, not your next attack will take do minus 40% damage. So I can attack with him normally and it'll do the normal amount of damage, I think. Let's just do a minus damage debuff on this guy in the back. The guys up front, they're gonna get hit. Crit for 7. I mean, I'm glad that I put the minus 30% debuff on him. I think the Jester right now is just gonna focus on stress for a couple of turns. Because these guys in the middle are dead. The guy up front I can knock out with the stun from the Man-at-Arms. The guy in the back I can knock out with the stun from the Abomination. We just do something like this. Put the stun on him. Man-at-Arms? Yes! Stun on him. Killed him. That's fine too. Now we can do a heal. We don't need to because there's no more combat for the rest of the mission unless I backtrack for that chest, which I suppose I should do. Get some more healing done. Kill him. It's likely that the enemy would go before my Jester, so
Triumphant pride
this is good.
precipitates a dizzying fall.
Dude, there's no loot. There's no loot in the entire world. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back. Yep, this is fine. I got plenty of food. Just gonna go back and No! Oh, it's a good thing. Natural Eye. +5 accuracy to range skills, of which Manacles and Beast Bile count as range skills. You know what? Thank you, game. Thank you for being nice. You could have just given him, like, +100 stress or something.
We require only the strength to
So
follow.
I appreciate that you did not. That you did not screw over my one abomination. Okay. A little bit risky now that we are out of food. You guys got very hungry at the end of this mission. I sneeze again, oh my god. I'm sorry, it's allergies. I could edit the sneezes out, but I don't want to, I'm lazy. Okay, we made it, no starvation. Let's pop open this chest and then get the hell out of here, shall we? Also, ignore the phone. Oh my god. There's so many noises in these episodes. That was it? 200 gold? The food was worth more.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
Wasting away. Your infected hero's strength is fading quickly. Only the blood can nourish them now. Crimson Curse, wasting. Minus 20% stun resist, minus 20% bleed. And Blight, minus 30% HP, minus 3% speed, minus 10% death blow resistance. So, the guy who I'd left behind is getting worse, and he's probably gonna die soon. What? What? Minus 20% stress if torch is high. It's fine, it's fine. Yo, this Crimson Curse is bad.
Awash in blood and delusion, he bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
There are some who believe that only a litany of blood and suffering can cleanse sickness in the land. Here is one who will do his part. So this must be the new hero class? No? Maybe we have to do a quest to do the hero class? Thirsting for the blood. So I have to take him out on a mission, I think? Without the blood, I shall perish. So yeah, he will die if I don't give him blood. And we can just go out on a mission and do that, I think. Can I just like give him the trinket of blood? No, we have to do it during a mission, so I have to take him out on a mission. That's really weird. Like, why can't I just click on this and be like, give him blood? No, we're gonna spread over the estate. Infestation low, what? Still embark, I just wanna look at this real quick. Wasting. Leave enough blood for them or they may die. Okay, so we can actually just leave the blood here. They'll probably be like, oh, I need the blood, and gulp, 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 and be fine. So we can leave them in town and they will be okay. Cool, okay. So we don't have to worry about that quite so much. Kill the Baron. Well, let's not look at this. Let's really quickly go to the stagecoach. Where'd the town event go? Here is one. Oh, I could just. Oh, okay. I just grab him. Can I upgrade the stagecoach? Yep. With 2 more papers, I can. I will trade away a couple of faces for 2 papers. And we'll upgrade ourselves. We'll take a look at this new hero, Mr. Bloodman.
There is power in the blood for those with the fortitude to pay the price.
Flagellant, Bloodman, hand-fashioned flail, Sinner's flesh. So if we upgrade his flesh at the blacksmith, he gains more dodge and HP. Sure. Warrior of Light, Slugger, Paranormania, Fear of the Unholy, Punish, Bleed, 4 points a round for 3 rounds. Dude, that is a lot of bleed. Reign of Sorrows, Bleed. Valid below 50% HP, Exsanguinate 1. So we can't do this attack unless he's at half health. Bleeds for 5 points and heals himself and debuffs him. So it's like a last ditch melee attack that heals himself a little bit but gives him lower damage, dodge, and speed for the future. But it seems like this guy's not about damage, it's about bleed, so who cares if your damage is reduced? Your accuracy is not. Reclaim, heal 1 point a round for 2 rounds, self-bleed 3 points a round for 3 rounds. What? Maybe it heals others? Valid below 50% HP. Redeem 1. Heals for 33% and self-heals 33%. He's a healer. He's a healer. Clear mark target, transfer bleed, transfer blight. Self. Mark target, plus 30% protection, plus 4% bleed, death blow resist. This guy is a healer. He's a healer who does bleed attacks. This is actually kind of cool. The thing is that his healing skills, it seems like they only work either when he or the healing target is below 50% HP. I'm not exactly sure how that works. But this, for instance, heals himself and a target. Reclaim. It heals a target and he gets bleeding, which is kind of bad, but we can always, pair him with a plague doctor and the plague doctor will cure the bleeding. Reclaim, I don't see this actually being that useful, but maybe it is awesome. But it seems strange because the bleed, 3 points around for 3 rounds. You heal for 2 damage, you bleed for 9 damage. How is that beneficial for you? I don't understand it. But everything else is like really good. Exsanguinate, it's a self-heal. Redeem, it's a heal on someone else. Yeah, this is very interesting. I can see this being kind of cool. But anyways, we'll check that out a little bit more in the future. Ooh, he's also got self-only plus 40 stress. Why is this a good thing? Why is this a good thing? Why is this a camping skill that I would like? Self-only plus 40 stress. What? Flash is soulless. Self-only minus 50 stress. Okay. Remove bleat, remove blighting. Remove bleat. Okay, you know what? Words means I need to end the episode here. So thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here for the next episode of Darkest Dungeon, where we try out the Flagellant and see what kind of a character this guy is, because he seems very interesting. But since he's new, it might take me a little bit of time to get used to him, but we'll see. Thank you very much for watching.